So most of my group's discussion focused on the three philosophies of William James. Something that stood out to me was kind of the variety of the three philosophies that people chose, and one that got brought up quite a bit that I didn't include in my response was pragmatism. So I looked into that a bit more. Um, now, Pragmatism opposes absolutist schemes. William James rejected that any belief or theory could be an absolute transcript of reality. And that kind of reminded me of this article that I had read a while back. There was some physicist that came up with what they thought was a theory of everything, and then some mathematician disproved that. Um, so they thought, the one guy thought that he had, this absolutist explanation for everything. Um, and then math was used as an instrument to disprove that. So I looked into that a little bit more, and there's something called incompleteness theorems, and it essentially says that a complete and consistent assumption for all mathematics is impossible. Um, so there was like this theory that was absolutist. The physicist thought he came up, with this theory for everything, and then it was disproved by math. Um, but then math in and of itself is not an absolute answer uh, to whatever it was that physicist was trying to answer. Um, and Williams James says that theories and concepts are instruments and not answers. They should be used as programs for more work. Uh, I try to think of how that applies more to psychology. And in research studies, there's a lot of statistical analysis. The goal is kind of to try and find or to produce a statistically significant result, and then ideally replicate that statistically significant result in a larger sample or across different demographics or different conditions. But then, even in the best case scenario, then say that there's a small study done and it produces significant results, and those results are able to be replicated. But even so, the statistical significance in all those results may actually only be a small part of the entire reality. So even when causation is proved, um, that may not be, the end all be all explanation for the phenomena. It may be just one small part of it.